Herzlich willkommen zu Dragons TV. Eine neue Saison und ein neuer Spieler bei den Dragons, Rhöndorf. Juhwan, Dyson, schön, dass du mein Gast bist. Thanks for taking some time.
No problem, I'm happy to be here.
We just saw an entertaining test game against Racing Luxembourg, 83-80. What's it like for you to get the opportunity to play against a team from another country?
I think it's a great opportunity for us as a team just to prepare to see something a little different than what we see in the league. Like I said, we played 2 test games last weekend that went very well, and this game also went very well, which was good preparation for us. So
it was very exciting at the end. The number 5 player, Steve Landers, hit 2 threes to get them very close, and then hit another 3 to get them 3 back, and then 2 turnovers in a row, and they went to the free throw line. And the guy that hit the 3 threes missed the first 2, and obviously the third one he had to miss. But how did you see that? Did you see that coming? I don't think you would have expected him to miss all 3 free throws.
yeah, no, definitely. He was a great shooter. We didn't really have too much of a scout before the game as we were unfamiliar with the team. But through the game, he hit some very important shots for the team, and we had to kind of adjust. And he made difficult shots, and props to him on that. But it just happened to work out for us that he missed the 2 free throws, and of course had to miss the last one.
You guys rebounded really well today. If you think about it, they may have won the game because they missed very many free throws today. What's your summary of how you guys played today?
I think we played well, but there's obviously room to improve. Our first quarter started off a little bit slow going into the game. Second quarter, we kind of found a groove on the defensive end that allowed us to get out in transition, which is what we want to do. And yeah, third quarter, also again, a little bit slow halfway through. And as you saw at the end of the game, was a lot of rebounding and just making the right plays at the end of the game to help us get out of it with a win.
Kenan Reinhardt is a guy, a very young German player who can really shoot the ball well. He told me he wants to work on his versatility this season, not to be known as a 3-and-D player. Came up big. I compared him in the telecast to Vinnie Johnson. I don't know if you ever heard of him from the Detroit Pistons, the Bad Boys, and he was the microwave. And that's pretty much what Kenan Reinhardt did. How important will he be this season for you guys?
I think he's going to be a tremendously important piece for us. Like you said, he's known as a 3-point shooter, but he's been putting the ball on the floor a lot more and just getting comfortable in that role, playing the pick and roll. I think his game has a lot of room to grow, and I think he'll be able to show you some things this season on the court.
Jorge Mejias, I love seeing him play. He's played last season Iserlohn, played with Real Madrid as a junior. Bumped into Luka Doncic a few times probably back in the day. I think he's also going to be a very important player. We saw it today, you've seen it every day, that he can lead a team, he can make the big baskets, but he definitely has an eye for his teammates.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he definitely has put especially the big men in the right position, just feeding them the ball when they're open on those rolls, which will expand our game a lot because we have a great size at the big position at the 5 and even at the 4. We're missing Duya this game, but the size advantage with him being able to find those bigs is going to help us tremendously and getting just easy baskets, especially with Daniel Meyer, very big guy who has soft touch around the rim and even extending it outside the court is going to be good for us just with his decision making.
Daniel Meyer you mentioned, but we also have Duvomic and Benjamin Sadikovic, 2 very young Germans, but how have you seen their development so far?
I mean, they're both very hard workers. Duya is always in the gym, Sadi always in the gym, just willing to learn, willing to listen. I think that the sky's the limit for them, and this team has a lot of potential.
Another guy who's very young, will be very interesting to see how he develops is Dusan Ilic. He's got that very special release. How have you seen him here in the early going? Very young kid, but he seems very, very fierce and motivated to get better.
I would say he's very mature for his age. At 16 years old, I got to play against him last season in BBA Hagen, and of course had to guard him a couple of times. And he handles pressure very well. He's a very smart guard, and like I said, a lot of potential on this team. I mean, he's going to be coming in, backing up Jorge and learning a lot from Jorge with his experience. I think it'll be a great opportunity for him to show what he can do at a higher level.
Let's talk a little about your game. I yelled it a few times already in the telecast, and I'll probably yell it a few more times this season. Spiderfly.
Yeah.
That's a nickname your father gave you, right?
Yeah, my dad gave it to me around the age of 13, 14, you know, just with my defensive ability and the way that I follow the ball and get to the basket. It's just a name, you know, combine the two things. I mean, defensive end is a spider getting caught in, you know, the web. And with my hands and my ability on defense to get steals, that's where that part came from. And the fly is just how quickly, you know, I get down the court, get downhill, and just kind of hard to catch. So I think it's a great nickname.
You compare your game to Andrew Wiggins, and you are the ultimate Swiss Army knife, correct?
Yeah, I'm a Swiss Army knife, glue guy. I'm just really a guy who would do whatever it takes to win. You know, sometimes it might be, you know, scoring 15, 18 points a game. Sometimes it might be getting 20 rebounds, or just going and guarding. You know, if they got a 25-point scorer game, you know, hold him under his average. You know, that's kind of what I pride myself on, just being able to be versatile and do whatever it takes to win.
You're also a very good rebounder for your height. That's also something you'll be filling the stat sheet well this season, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's something that we need, you know, as a team. I think that will help us just getting extra possessions, whether it's an offensive or defensive rebound. Those little things, you know, help teams win games. So,
is it fair to say that Germany's become a second home to you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've been here
played
4
in
years.
Herford, you played in Wolfen, and Hagen-Haspe.
Yep. And I would say, you know, it's definitely been a second home. I've enjoyed my time here a lot. I have a girlfriend here, so, you know, kind of settling in a little bit. And, you know, like you said, second home. It's a great country. I'm enjoying it a lot.
You actually got some Pro A experience last season with Phoenix Hagen. You practiced with them. I mean, what's missing for you to play at that level? I mean, there can't be too much missing.
I'm not really sure. You know, every day I just try and continue to work on my game. And, you know, I have a great opportunity here with Bonn and Rhöndorf. Just being able to have that experience and be on the practice squad for the BBL team has helped me a lot, just to kind of see where those guys are and, you know, what I can do better to hopefully play at that level one day.
You were unfaithful to Germany one time when you played in Romania.
Yeah.
I think a big difference to Germany there,
Yeah,
like a culture shock, huh?
I mean, yeah, of course, the country is a little bit different, and the basketball was also different. I think Romania is just a bit more physical of a league. Germany is very tactical, and a lot of teams want to play with speed here. From what I've seen, you know, a lot of teams like to get the ball down the court. Romania so much was, you know, more physical. They want to pound the ball inside and, you know, play with their bodies. You know, it's just different. I enjoyed my time there in Romania. I got to play against some really good competition as well while I was there. So, I mean, I'm thankful for the experience.
Other than that, you lit up the Regionalliga pretty well. What's your fondest moment? You had really good seasons in Herford, 17-8. Last season, 20-9. In Wolfen, you didn't score quite as much, 13 points, but still, you are a walking bucket.
Yeah, I mean, the goal is to put the ball in the basket, so anytime I can try and do that, that's what I'll do. I mean, of course, you know, like I said, you want to win, so I think my best moment was definitely winning a championship my first year. Right. I had a great group of veterans around me in Herford, but every stop of the way has been great. I mean, I went to Wolfen. They were struggling with no import for their first half of the season, and just really got around a good group of guys who wanted to play basketball and play it the right way. And we were able to jump up to 4th, 5th place in the league after being in 11th out of 12th place. So that was also a great experience, just kind of coming into an unfamiliar situation halfway through the season. In Hagen and Haspe, it was also great. I had a coach who really believed in me and just kind of gave me the green light to just go out and play, and that's what I did. You know, I was able to put the ball in the basket. I shot well from the three-point line that season, which was a big emphasis for me. just working on my jump shot. Yeah, I can't complain, and I'm excited to see what memories we make this season.
Let's talk about the NCAA. You played at the University of California, but that's not UCLA.
No.
What's the difference there? I never really understood that. It's definitely two different places, correct?
Yeah, it's two different places. I mean, I think Cal is a little bit older of a school.
Okay.
I think UCLA started a little bit later. I think Berkeley is one of the first like UCs that were, which is University of California, one of the first UCs that were created. You know, so it's a very prestigious school academically, which is part of the reason I made my decision to go there. I loved every moment of being in Berkeley. You know, it's a very special town. It's a college town.
So that's up at San Francisco?
Yeah,
okay.
right by San Francisco and Oakland area.
Right, nice.
Yeah.
You told me you played against Alonzo Trier and DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, those are
What memories do you have of those two guys?
being hard to stop. DeAndre Ayton was, you know, a force, especially in college with his size, athleticism, but also the ability to extend the floor. Alonzo Trier, he was just a ultimate bucket, like you say. He could really put the ball in the basket.
Is he still in the NBA?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I haven't really followed his career too much, but he did play, I think, with the Knicks for a season, and after that, wasn't really following him too much. I couldn't tell you.
Maybe.
Yeah, he could be. I mean, hopefully he's still playing basketball. He was a great player.
Who wins a one-on-one in practice, you or Devontae McCall?
I mean, me being the competitor that I am, I'm going to say me, but, you know, me and Tay, we never got the chance to play one-on-one, but we did work out a lot.
Right.
He's a great guy on and off the court, somebody that I really was able to lean on, you know, for his experience, you know, Pro B, Pro A. He was just a great teammate, you know, ultimate, you know, defender, was working on his scoring, working on his shooting, and he's the ultimate hard worker. I've never seen him, you know, not in the gym. So, great guy to be around.
Thanks, Juhwan, for taking some time, and I'm looking forward to seeing the Spider Fly do his magic here in the Dragon Dome.
Yep, I'm looking forward to it as well.
Thanks for the chat. All the best.
Thank you.